In the year 1088, the world's first university was established in Bologna, Italy. The city of Bologna, which is surrounded by 12 gates, is universally recognized as an epicenter of knowledge and education, and is known to many as the City of Letters. Several centuries later, the city was taken over by an evil tyrant, Baldassar Casa. Casa sent out his followers to rob, torture, and even kill students traveling to the university. Around the year 1400, a Greek scholar named Manuel Chrysoloras came to the University of Bologna. He was known for his intelligence and diplomatic skill. After witnessing Casa's extortion of the students, Manuel established a secret order of students for mutual protection against the tyrant and his followers. These students devised secret signs, words, and forms, a ritual to protect their persons, property, and their life from being compromised. The order was called Kappa Sigma.
Your college experience is always going to be a ton better if you just are involved in campus. I had a couple buddies who didn't join anything, didn't go Greek, didn't go SGA or something. They sat in their dorm all year long, played video games. That's all they had to do.
Really, man, come on. 6 o'clock news says somebody been shot. Somebody's been abused, somebody blew up a building, somebody stole a car, somebody got away, somebody didn't get too far, yeah, they didn't get too far. You know, justice is the one thing you should always find. You gotta saddle up your boys, you gotta draw a hard line.
When the gun smoke settles, we'll sing a victory tune, and we'll all meet back at the local saloon.
And we'll raise up our glasses against evil forces, singing whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. Singing whiskey for my men, beer for my horses.
No, definitely, because it runs in the family. My father was a Kappa Sig here at Kappa-Iota. My grandfather was a Kappa Sig at Kappa at Vanderbilt, and I almost rushed Sig out.
I chose Kappa Sigma because when I was going through Rush, I checked out all the other fraternities.
A lot of the fraternities on campus were mainly about numbers and about just having a good time and not really thinking of the history or the brotherhood aspect part of it.
They all looked the same. They all acted the same.
Every other fraternity that I went to just seemed like they were putting on a show.
When I looked around there, I saw boys.
But then I went to Kappa Sig.
To Kappa Sig, I saw men.
Didn't get handed something. I had to actually work for it.
As soon as I came to Kappa Sigma, I was wanted, wasn't a number.
I actually didn't know I got a bid until the very last day of recruitment, which meant more to me, but because I felt like I actually had to work for it.
It's not about just going out and having a good time, which we most certainly do. I can rely on you as my brother, not just as a friend I go out drinking with.
I didn't choose Kappa Sigma over any organization. Kappa Sigma chose me. Well, I don't know how much I can and can't say.
Say whatever you want. Big Brother Night.
Big Brother Night was my favorite night.
My favorite memory is probably Big Brother Night. Going into it, not expecting what was going to happen for that night, was a lot of fun, and just getting to hang out with all the brothers, with all your pledge brothers, and just having a good time, not having to worry about anything.
St. Louis.
Raising hell in St. Louis.
St. Louis!
Me and about 14 other brothers went down there and installed their chapter. Just had a crazy time with those guys, just meeting new brothers, getting to see our new chapter get installed.
Afterwards, there was a little banquet. We all went hard. But I was fully torqued.
The great brothers of our St. Louis chapter decided to give us an open bar for 6 hours.
Why would you have an open bar? Whose idea was that? Seriously, who planned that? Whose idea?
There was a wedding going on the room next to us. A few of us snuck into it without them realizing it. I guess our music was a little bit more turned up than theirs was. Of like 10 bridesmaids in there just going cray all over us.
Probably my favorite moment, though, out of all, was walking up on that stage at the 69th Biennial Conclave, accepting our chapter's first FACE award in 44 years.
I would just say brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
I know that's completely cliche.
Unless you really get into it, you don't really understand the amount of brotherhood that's in our fraternity.
Commitment.
The best.
Diverse.
Badassness, is that a word?
Amazing.
It's hard to justify in one word what this place means to me, but if I had to come down to one word, I would say it's everything.
The Star and Crescent shall not be worn by every man.
Only by him who is worthy to wear it.
He must be a gentleman.
A man of honor and courage.
A man of zeal, yet humble.
An intelligent man.
A man of truth.
One who tempers action with wisdom.
And above all else.
Above all else.
And above all else.
And above all else.
Above all else.
And above all else, one who walks in the light of God.
When the gun smoke settles, we'll sing a victory tune, and we'll all meet back at the local saloon.
And we'll raise up our glasses against evil forces, singing whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. Singing whiskey for